Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 24th of November. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And viewers, that was the first time we had to take 3 takes to get that introduction happening because
You're getting
it's
a bit worn
the
out.
end of spring, Gary. And
Not
what
yet.
a massive, massive weekend. Not necessarily in auction numbers, but I don't know about you, but the workload yesterday or on Sunday was massive.
Oh, you did, I think, 6 auctions or something. That was pretty big.
And it was a bit warm on Sunday.
It was a bit
and
warm,
I had
a bit humid.
Jacob's 21st birthday party.
Congratulations to Jacob Kicks. He had a big party. And
he held it with Justin Berkowitz and 240 people at our house, Gary.
It was good.
It was like an episode of Entourage.
I loved it. And he went to turn everything off and I put it back on again to keep it going late. So that was good fun. But it did look like an Entourage. The
party started at 3 in the afternoon, Gary, kicked on until midnight. All I can tell you, I don't know what it is about the younger generation, but boy, they can drink. The people that supplied the bar had to refill that bar 3 times.
Well, thankfully, I saw a lot of young ladies walking out with bottles of water and stuff, Philip, so I'm hoping that weren't vodka.
Full of vodka.
Responsible, yes.
Anyway,
let's get back to the market.
I had to hit the scene on Sunday, Gary.
Yeah, in a big way.
I was remarkably on fire.
You were up for it, Philip. And what a weekend. We had, Philip, we sold 14 out of 17. That's a 77% clearance rate against
those towers up.
An industry average of 66%. So we've done good.
Gary,
we did good. We've done good.
Towers down, viewers. What does this all mean? 66%. We've always said a balanced market is 60 to 65%. So you would say the market now is in perfect balance.
Well, now the news on the weekend, for those that have read it, the Chinese buyers have retracted back a little bit. And in our meeting yesterday, a sales meeting, we did speak to our resident operator,
Judy
Zhu, who is a magnificent operator, and asked her if there's any truth to the story. And yes, she said there is, because you can't get the money out from China, Philip, now. It's only $50,000, so it's very, very difficult. So the number of Chinese buyers has reduced somewhat.
Not only that, Gary, but the Chinese market is becoming a lot more discriminating.
It is,
because
and selective.
The more they buy here, the more their network understands the values.
That's right.
And the less they're making impetuous decisions about just flying out, buying whatever they see.
But they buy a lot of quality stuff,
Gary.
too.
I'm not saying that, but the impetuous buying is probably starting to recede as they are becoming more sophisticated in their knowledge and understanding of the Melbourne and Sydney real estate market.
We have a market in balance, but still a strong market, Philip. Good clearance rates and good competition, and land hot as anything.
Do you know what? It is
hottest thing out there.
There is no question.
White hot.
If you had a block of land, you would sell it today because land is. It's just performing unbelievably strongly.
Let's review our hottest auction, Philip, which was in Sylverly Grove on the weekend.
3:30 Sunday afternoon.
It was, Philip. It was a beautiful time. The sun was setting. It was still nice and bright, but it was sort of a bit of cool change coming through there. And there you were, Phil, with the coffee van doing your thing. And we sold that block of land with a reserve of 1.5, which was at the upper end of our range, I understand. For $1,905,000, Philip. That is a nuts result.
That is incredible.
That's what's happening with land.
The family had held that property for 70 years.
They had.
So
since the 30s,
it was an enormous emotional decision for them to sell. And they would have been delighted at 1.5. 1.5 was there. That's the happy price. Not only does that set a new record price for Sylverly Grove and the immediate area, that is just an incredible price.
But that's what's going on with landfill.
And
that's
there were 3 buyers going at it, Gary.
It's unbelievable, but now it's kind of it's getting towards $2 million for a reasonable block of land in Caulford North. Let's review a few of our other auctions very quickly. Philip, Daly Avenue in Elwood did get sold for our lovely dancer. She was happy to move on, undisclosed figure, but congratulations.
Have we got any footage, Gary, of her doing a twirl? I'm sure we have. If we have, we'll get it up on screen. And if we haven't, just then you do the twirl. Disregard that part of the segment.
Otherwise, you can do the twirl because you're quite a snappy dancer.
Known to be a good dancer. I've got some moves, Gary.
Phil, it's KILDA Road, Melbourne. We sold a property in the building E for a record price. Congratulations there. St James Avenue, Bentley, Philip. Now that one, the reserve was $1,350,000, and you've gone and sold it for $1,600,000. What's going on there?
Bentley has gone ballistic. This was a property in the McKinnon High School zone.
Yep.
Nice location there. But I've got to tell you, you drive into that street and say this is a pleasant street, but you wouldn't be going, wow, look at the houses in this street. But a nice street. And I thought with a reserve of 1,350, that was a full reserve, and a reserve that we were probably going to have to work really hard to get it. Well, we put in a vendor bid of $1 million because I figure if I take bids on it there, we're going to be there till next week. And then it just went ballistic. Now, it did. $1,600,000, that came as a shock to me because if that house is $1,600,000, then Bentley is the star of the Melbourne real estate scene.
It is indeed, and it is at the moment, Philip. It is the star that is shining bright, Philip, out there. Ormond Road, Elwood.
Gary, I just want to, sorry, I'm going to go back to this McKinnon High School zone. If you think about this, and I've talked about this last week, if you think about this, Gary, if you're going to send your child to a private school...
Quite a big foot, I never realised.
If you're going to send your child to a private school, you're going to pay today around $35,000 in tuition costs.
That's right.
Now, if you borrow...
How many years is that, Philip?
That's
10 years,
per
maybe?
annum. If you borrow $700,000 today, that is the equivalent of a school fee per annum.
Yes.
$35,000 interest on $700,000.
I understand what you're saying.
So what we're seeing is people saying, look, if I can buy into the McKinnon High zone...
I'll roll up the fee.
I'll spend more money on a house.
That's it.
We'll have this family environment that we can all enjoy.
We get it, Phil.
And we'll send our children to McKinnon High School, which is regarded as good a school
as any private school.
Schools.
And better than...
So there we are. We've just explained to you why we think that parts of Bentley, McKinnon, Ormond have gone ballistic.
Philip, Ormond Road, Elwood, that sold very well. Competitive auction. I did get to see you there in that village, and isn't that a great spot to be?
Gary,
Ormond Road, we always love it.
Perfect time to sell a property in Ormond Village.
Yeah, sun was shining.
November, December.
People walking around.
People
that bayside feel.
People are thinking of the beach.
It's like a holiday resort. That whole area there. Phil, Lemire Road has not sold, but I want to talk about that property and say that there is an opportunity. There was an offer at the auction at $2,900,000 wasn't accepted, and rightly so.
Well, that buy's going to come up, I would have thought.
I would think so. Certainly worth well into the threes, Philip. We'll see how we end up going there, but it is for sale now. 74 Balaclava Road was sold for an undisclosed price. Congratulations. I know you're working on that one.
There was a mammoth post-auction negotiation.
Was, Philip.
And for those viewers that were at the auction, that property was passed in on a bid of $2.7 million and sold probably in one of our biggest post-auction negotiations for the year.
Phil, we are in Toorak right now. We are. Albany Road, Toorak.
Albany Road.
Albany Road. Yes. Okay. Here we are, right in the middle of Toorak, Philip. This one goes up for auction Saturday afternoon at 3:30. It's good to be here in Toorak with you, Phil.
Very nice to be in Albany Road.
Last time we were in Toorak together, probably at a party in our teen years, and I'm sure we got thrown out.
Well, we have made many sales
we got thrown out,
Gary, but this is a premier home on a premier parcel of land in arguably one of Toorak's best streets.
Yes.
Albany Road is a power address.
It is.
If you look at some of the residents' names in the street, and we will not mention them on camera, but this is where some of Australia's most powerful
and we won't mention on camera because
wealthiest families, because we're going to protect their privacy, because they have very, very competent lawyers that are pretty much on retainer looking to sue
and they watch this show, don't they, all those people?
Make a mistake. So here we are in a power address, beautiful parcel of land.
15A Albany Road, Philip.
Just under 700 square metres of land with a very, very comfortable 4-bedroom family home.
It's been owned in the same family for many years.
It has, Gary.
An estate agent used to own this home.
Certainly a lovely, lovely home.
Yes.
But we've had interest in the home. We've also had interest in this very, very valuable parcel of land. So who knows what's going to happen on Saturday, Gary? Will it be a homeowner or will it be somebody saying, I want to build my dream home on this parcel?
Well, it doesn't get better in terms of address, Philip, because this is a magnificent address. And it's going up at 3:30, Philip, on Saturday.
No, I suggest you have your car washed on Saturday, Gary. I don't want you rolling up to Albany Road in the heart of Toorak with a dirty car.
Okay, can I have music blasting? Is it okay to have AC/DC on here or not?
No, I think some classical music, some lovely Beethoven, perhaps Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Fair enough. Well, let's get into this weekend,
Not that there's anything wrong with the third and fourth, but
no, we loved it. Philip, we have 26 auctions this weekend, over 12 suburbs.
Auctions, Gary.
Yeah, also, just a footnote, last week we did pass in, we talked about Alma Road being passed in, saying it would be sold quickly. It did get sold. The shop also got sold. And we actually have a block of flats going up on Wednesday, Philip, so we're not going to wait. Frogmore Road to talk about this weekend. We've got a block of flats Wednesday at 2:30. Tell us about this block of 10 apartments, Phil.
Gary, doesn't get any better than this. 10 magnificent one-bedroom apartments on a corner allotment of in excess of 800 square metres of land.
What sort of condition are they in, Philip?
Excellent. Some totally renovated, some refurbished, and returning currently $144,000 per annum. So what a great investment.
Great opportunity. Philip, in Ormond Road, Ormond, we are on Saturday morning at 10:30 auctioning that fantastic apartment, Leo Samuel Auctions.
Gary, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Check out those polished timber floorboards. What a beautiful apartment that is.
And Bertram Bertram Street, ELSTERNWICK. Phil, I'm going to have the auction honours of this terrific property. I love Bertram Street.
Yes, aren't you lucky?
I am.
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and a very, very deep parcel of land. That's a great property with an ELSTERNWICK address, Gary.
Philip, you start at 10:30 in Bentley in Wavell Street. Judy Zoo's been handling that property.
Gary, she has, and what a wonderful job she's doing. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a lock-up garage. That property's in as new condition. Looking forward to that auction.
We have 4 11:30 auctions, Philip. You are auctioning Burrindi Road, the creme de la creme of Caulfield South, Philip.
Gary,
Tell us
this
about
is a
it.
hard-to-get property. Firstly, it's in the best part of Burrindi Road, which is the part, obviously, between Narrawong and Bamborough Road. This is also on the north side. It's 630 square metres of land with a very livable, lettable home. That is gold.
We've got a bit of a royalty theme coming through on Saturday, Philip, and I'm involved in King Street in ELSTERNWICK, Philip. That one goes up at 11:30 a.m.
Gary, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and King Street is just perfectly positioned, a short walk to Glen Huntley Road.
Jeremy Rosen's auctions a wonderful apartment in Elwood, Philip, at 11:30, back in Elwood and St Kilda Street.
Yes, Gary, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. I love our apartment sales. You know, we're able to cater to all segments of the market.
Leo Samuel in his home territory in CARNEGIE, Tranmere Avenue at 11:30 a.m. Daniel Buston's handling it.
Yes, check out the floors in this property. A nice, bright, beautiful apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
Leo's hopping back from there to his old stomping ground of St Kilda. He does a lot of work there still in Eildon Road. This is a great looking building, isn't it?
Gary,
I love Eildon Road.
A classic building in a classic spot, and if you wanted to buy into St Kilda, that is the location. A beautifully renovated apartment. Check this apartment size out. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and beautifully renovated.
You're around the corner in Jenkins Street at 12:30, Philip. From Burrindi to Jenkins, just a hop, skip and a jump. Leon Guzenfeder handles this property. Take us through it.
Well, Gary, the most magnificent 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2 garage property. That is just magnificent. Have a look at the gleaming finishes and surfaces in this property. That's luxury living at its finest.
It's a beauty, Philip, as is the property in Wellington Street, an affordable opportunity to enter into the St Kilda market. Jeremy Rosen's auctions.
Gary, Wellington Street used to be a commercial zone. Now
Yes.
it's a real mixture of commercial and residential.
Some good Japanese restaurant there.
And there's a great precinct now. That Japanese restaurant is
What's it called?
fabulous,
Can't
actually.
remember that.
Can't remember, but we will go for lunch there, Gary, soon.
Yeah.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, great spot. Walking distance to the train station, the tram lines, Chapel Street. Fitzroy Street doesn't get any better than there.
It does get a little better though if you go down to Brigg Street to this home, Philip, but it's not better, it's just different. But how magnificent is this home? We did shoot GPTV from there, 52
Gary,
Brigg Street.
That property is incredible. I'm just a rave for the property and for the builder there. 4 or 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, an indoor movie cinema, an outdoor cinema. That property just makes you smile.
Grey Street, St Kilda, Jeremy Rosen's remains in his home territory. What an amazing looking building this is, Phil.
Yeah, Gary, it's a local iconic building, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. What a great property to live in, or one for the super fund.
We can't get you out of Caulfield South on Saturday, Philip. You're going to stay around to do this auction in Moore Street at 1:30. Back with Judy Sue again.
I'm not putting many Ks on the car on that Saturday morning,
Nope,
am I, Gary?
certainly
5
not.
bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, off-street car
You could
parking,
scooter around if you wanted to.
The most beautiful swimming pool. I love that house. We've sold it before. I loved it then. I love it now.
You could just about walk from auction to auction, Philip.
Good, Gary.
At 2:30, we are going to continue our regal theme because it's time to welcome the Queens. That's Queens Avenue, Philip, and what an amazing property. This is Adam Josky involved with this one. You're auctioning it for him.
Gary, it's a duplex to be sold as one, so this could be converted to one family home, or you could live in one, rent the other one out, or rent both of them out. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking via garages at the rear for 2. That is a fabulous home.
We build up our Saturday to a wild real estate crescendo, Philip, at 3:30 p.m. We finish off here in Albany Road, Toorak, which we have discussed.
Well, we've talked about that, Gary, but looking forward to this sale, a premier home in a premier street.
Philip, on Sunday at 10:30 a.m, 174 Glen Eira Road, ELSTERNWICK goes up for auction.
Gary, I love those 50s homes,
Me
these
too.
blonde brick and terracotta roof tiles. These are great. They renovate beautifully. It's livable as it is. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, double lock-up garage.
It's got a big frontage, as some people are thinking about maybe building 2 units here. They're going to the council to find out. I know that's going to be popular, Philip. So is my 10:30 auction in Newstead Street, Caulfield. I love this home and love that address, north-facing garden, Phil.
And Gary, these 80s houses are back in fashion in a big way. 4 or 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, double lock-up garage. That is the most fabulous property.
Central Caulfield, Philip. If you think about what just happened at Sylverly Grove, that one should go well. Sebastopol Street is our first apartment on Sunday. Philip, Leo Samuel auctions this one, and that's a great street.
Gary, it's a great street, but it's a great building, this one. The apartments there are larger than usual. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 undercover car space. Check out the kitchen. Couldn't get any better than that.
Bailey Avenue, Philip, East St Kilda. That's a great address. Terrific home. Loving that street.
Gorgeous house. That's a picture postcard, perfect facade if I've ever seen one. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, off-street car parking. That, Gary, is as good as it gets in the heart of St Kilda East.
It is, Philip. And just across the other side of Glen Eira Road from Bailey Avenue, because you're going to go Glen Eira Road, Bailey Avenue, and I'm going to be in Gordon Street, Phil.
Well, Gary, there's a nostalgic trip for you.
Sure
because
is.
As a little baby, your mother took you home, this little cherub of a thing from
Little
hospital.
blondie I was, Phil.
Took you home to Gordon Street, which is where you grew up until you were in your mid-20s when your mother finally had the locks
Threw me out.
changed and said,
Exactly
that's
right.
enough, I can't bear you any longer.
She did.
Get out.
She did that
But
too.
you were born and bred in Gordon Street. And Gary, I remember being your mate in Gordon Street, where we used to terrorise the neighbourhood.
We did.
Where
we used to go to Rip and Lee.
Where we used to ring the doorbell of the Daily Planet and then run. Do you remember that?
That's terrible. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course you don't.
Yeah. It must have been somebody else.
Townhouse number 237 Gordon Street, ELSTERNWICK. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, great position.
A lot of interest in that one, Philip. I'm not surprised. That's a great address. 2 Alexandra Street, East St Kilda. Philip, you're going to be there with Adam at 12:30. Take us through this one.
Gary, this is a brilliant home. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking there for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cars. But that's a great house. And Alexandra Street, walking distance to Carlisle Street, just a brilliant location.
Leo Samuel back home in Truganini Road, Philip, is auctioning at 12:30.
And Carnegie just continues to fire for us. That's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, beautifully renovated throughout.
I'm meeting the lovely Arlene Joffe, Philip, at 12:30 at the auction of Westbury Street, St Kilda East. This is a terrific apartment.
Gary, it is, and she's doing a great job. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, Westbury Street. We love Westbury Street.
22 Balaclava Road runs straight after Alexandra Street. There's a connection there between the two homes.
Well, it is, Gary. They back onto each other. This is on the corner of Balaclava Road and Alexandra Street. 3 or 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 lock-up garage. And that is a fantastic property.
Being auctioned on the hour, Philip. So we've got a 12:30 and a 1 o'clock, but then you're going to have a little break till 2:30. We're back to the half hour, Phil. Auctioning this wonderful apartment, which has been very popular in Glen Eira Road in
Caulfield. It's not an apartment, it's a single-storey villa. Get your facts right. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for 2 cars, and that's a great location. We love it there.
Well, Philip, FNC, Far North Caulfield. Here we come again, finishing off Sunday in a big way in Findon Avenue, which is rated the equal best street in Caulfield North according to the valuer, Philip. We did have that debate.
We love Findon Avenue. Findon Avenue, whether you buy on the east side or the west side, as long as you buy in Findon Avenue, you're buying a good house.
Never go wrong there.
If you can buy on the west side, then that's the pick of the sides, I think. And I say that with due respect to the people on the east side. But this has got the most incredible backyard and a huge block of land, Gary. The most beautifully renovated.
We just sold something for like $4.5 million-ish.
We did. It was the home next door, actually. But check out the swimming pool, the diving board. I love this house, and
as do I.
I'm looking forward to shaking the hand of some lucky buyer that will no doubt live there for a generation, Gary.
That's a long Sunday and a big weekend, a big episode of GPTV, Philip. Market's still good, good offerings, but that's about it now for this year.
Gary, you think this episode was a bit flat?
Yeah, well, we had so much to get through. We just sort of got a bit monotone, wasn't it?
I think next year we're going to have to decide that we've got to shake it up a bit next year. So over the summer break, I want you to give some thought as to how we're going to freshen up the show. Maybe we'll take the show on the road, out of houses.
There's nothing else I wanted to do over summer but think about the show and you and how we present next year. That was the highlight.
Maybe, I think
in fact, I'm going to cancel my holiday so I can think more clearly.
Almost 200 episodes. Maybe you can utilise your summer break to watch all 200 again. And
thank you so much.
Select the best parts.
I'm not playing golf, no beach, no, that's it. No meals, just think about this.
Do you know what, viewers? Hang in there with us. We've got a few weeks to go.
Yes.
It's been an amazing spring. We've only got
a big year, Phil.
A few weeks to go. I'm loving the fact that 2015 we have just smashed all the records this year.
It's been incredible.
And I'm looking forward to 2016 because, viewers, we've got some big things planned for next year, which I haven't even told Gary about yet, but it's going to be huge. It's going to cost us a lot of money.
Is it going to get us in trouble?
No, it's going to cost us a lot of money. We're going to put more money back into making our business even bigger and better and more fabulous.
So now I've got no holidays, and I've just got to think about how much we're spending next year.
Correct.
Sounds like it's going to be a great break. That is a big wrap on GPTV. We'll see you next week. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a great week.